I'm Insad and I saw Unfriended. It is directed by Leo Gabradzki, and if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. My previous exposure to this movie is I've actually seen it twice. First time I saw it, my brother showed it to me, and then he fell asleep during the movie, and I stayed up watching it. And then the second time I was like, I actually remember liking this movie, so I'm gonna watch it a second time. And then I watched it a second time. And then the third time was to review this movie. Alright, Unfriended is such an interesting premise. By the time that it came out, it was like, what year is it? 2014, 2015? That was actually the same year that Force Awakens came out. And I remember seeing Unfriended, and I was like, I actually like the premise. I like how this entire movie takes place on like a Skype call or something. So basically, there's this chick. Her name is Laura, and then she does herself an undeading. She undeads herself and then is dead. And honestly, it seemed that there was a lot of people messing with her, but as of the classic Tyler the Creator quote, close your eyes. Like, you can just close your eyes, close the screen, like, so why is cyberbullying even real? Like, looking at this movie, I was just like, man, that quote, I can just see it. Laura was definitely hitting it really hard. I mean, imagine you are being posted on the internet. You got videos. Was this willingly taking video of you, or is this just somebody just doing it? Like, if it's just somebody just doing it and you didn't take the video, then like, that's weird. I think you should probably have more concerns about somebody messing with you because of how little control over yourself you have. Like, you got a lot of videoing happening without your consent. That's a little weird. Something's up. And so I saw this, I'm like, if you did record yourself doing this, the dirty deeds, getting really drunk, and then going to the bathroom, and that's just that's not good. First of all, recording that without somebody's consent, rather, is the not good part. And then posting it, and then she's like, oh wow, I'm dead, and then she dies herself. And then a year later, right, so we have this group of friends, they're having a fun old time, they're like, it's been a year since this chick has died. And it doesn't really seem that anyone really cares about this chick. It mostly seems that they're focused on doing other things, like, are we going to hook up? Oh, are we going to do our duties? And it's interesting. This movie is really fascinating, how they're all on a Skype call. So it leads me to believe that they're not really, like, friends with each other. Like, why is everyone in a Skype call? Like, oh, I guess we have to be in a Skype call because are we on the other side of the world? Are we on the other side of America? Like, what is this? Like, I feel like you should probably hang out if you're, like, in the same town. That's just personally me, because hang out if all they're still there. If you have to do a Skype call, it's like, maybe it's because they're not doing anything. If you have to do a Skype call, it means that they're too far away to hang out in person. So here they are. They're having a Skype call. You got some dinguses. We got a few dinguses. They're kind of mean heads. And I mean this in the most loving way that I can. Did that mess up the... Alright. I like messing with lights. Alright. That is the back and that's the front light. Okay. I'm gonna stop messing with the lights. Anyway, so there's a lot of moments in this movie where we have a lot of the lights being affected. And I mean specifically by this, Laura, yeah, the dead chick? Yeah, she's obviously this unknown person in this weird weird Skype call, and I have an issue with how they're dealing with it. Why are you not going to a new Skype call? Create a new group. Kick her out of the groups. And is it because she then later shows that she has abilities to interfere with everyone's online presence and post embarrassing photos of themselves? What does she Google Drive? Like, what does she have the photos? Where does she get the photos from? Where is the photos being stored from? How does she have everyone's password? Is she like what, somehow a keylogger now? Is that what a ghost star keylogger is? This movie doesn't really explain it very well. All I know is that I'm supposed to suspend my disbelief. And I'm supposed to be like, yeah, I get it. She is great. I like this ghost. Everyone deserves what they get. Which is, I also believe that everyone deserves what they get. But I definitely don't think that she should hold a grudge, you know? Everyone's like, wow, I can't believe it. I'm having an attack. And they, one by one, they get yoinked. Like, there's a blender guy. There's a guy who puts his hand in a blender. That part, I was just watching and I was like, wait, why did you have to do that? You didn't have any choice? Who was forcing you? The internet space ghost? The internet isn't real. Like, I don't get it. Why are you... Huh? You know, this has kind of got me in a lot of confusion. There's a lot of confusion that I have. But, you know, honestly, I think it's ultimately alright. Because, you know what is explained at the end? That actually everyone sucks in this friend group. They all led to the undeading of Laura, and because of this, the internet space ghost will get everyone in the real life via internet stuff. She'll get them. So this movie, if you're willing to suspend your disbelief, if you're willing to suspend your disbeliefs, then it's an alright movie. I like the premise of it. Even while I was watching this for the first time when I was a lot younger, I remember being like, I like the premise, but I have a few questions. And upon rewatch, I only have more questions. So I've seen this movie a few times, and I have a few questions. For example, who is filming all this stuff? Like, close out of the things. Close them out. Close out of all of them. Like, I don't know, like, why are you letting all this, like, random username just be in your conversation? That doesn't seem nice. Doesn't seem right. Huh. You know, this movie is a little bit weird. It's a little bit wonky. I don't know how I would fix it, honestly. I just gotta say that I like it. I just got a few questions at all. So, I think I ought to give this movie, based on my enjoyment. I like the setup. I like how it's presented. It's a nice presentation that we got here. Personally, the story's kind of just meh. They all get got one by one. Wow. How cool is that? They get got. Who knew that would be cool? And it's not done in the coolest way. I mean, I'll be okay if it was like a story about them getting got, but it was done in like the most epic way you possibly imagine. No, they kind of just get like, oh well, there goes their screen, and oh, it's a jump scare. Oh well, what's up? And they scream a little bit, and then their profile's gone, and it's like, great. Thanks. I guess that's it. So I gotta give this movie like a solid 5.9 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. If you want a fast track movie review, you can do that for $20. Redeem those at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you like to help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews, go to this link tree. Find a way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews. So you can go here. And until next time, I'm mint salad saw. I see like my sack croutons and bacon bits. Oh, and before I walk away / drive away, I want to address some things that I said on Twitter. You know what? I'm keeping this daily streak going for as long as I can, because honestly, it's the thing that helps me stay grounded. Look, I gotta be honest. Living is hard. I mean, it's hard for everybody. I honestly want to just share what living is like for me. Like, I get a lot of meltdowns when it comes to dealing with having to do anything. I maintain like a schedule. And look, I just want to be honest. I get a lot of meltdowns. Having to do this thing consistently every day is a good way to stay grounded in reality. I also struggle within that, like, I use the daily movie review as an excuse not to take care of myself as well, like, like working out and skipping working out, and that makes me a little bit unhappy and not as prepared to face the day, and I get more easily meltdownable as a result if I'm not very particular about how I do a day, like a morning routine, something like that. So I'm very susceptible to meltdowns, and if I'm especially heavily stressed, then I'll be like, oh well, I don't know how I'm gonna do things, so it'd be more productive to be like, well, I'm gonna figure out now, but I get like, it's just like a lot. It's like I'm overloaded, and so it's like I look at it, it's like, dang it, how am I gonna deal with this? But I'm learning strategies to cope with my own issues, I guess. I just want to give a little update, be honest. I just want to be honest. Like, also, I'm just not the best at speaking, like, ever. Like, I think one thing, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm saying what I'm thinking, and then I'm actually not. I'm like either like warped what I meant to say, or like it didn't come out right, and it meant something and as a result I meant something different, but it'll come out another way and people will interpret it that way. So I'm not the best at words. I'm doing my best. So, it's just wanted to let you know. Just wanted to be honest. Well, this has been a very long outro. This is for the people who care. So if you're here right now, thank you for sticking by and caring. And I hope that these reviews do help you out a lot, because it helps me to make them. It definitely helps me to know that people enjoy them too. So thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna keep it up the daily grind, y'all. I'm never gonna stop the daily grind. I'm just gonna get, I guess, more emotional in the reviews. I just want to be honest. Like, for the longest time, I had in my head, like, I have to, like, put up some sort of, like, front. Because, it's like I'm a movie reviewer. I review the movie.